One way you can order your ideas in a paragraph is to use order of importance. This video will explain order of importance, specifically addressing the following questions. What is order of importance? When should you use order of importance? How do you write using order of importance? And what does order of importance look like? So what is order of importance? Well, you have two options if you want to write using order of importance. The first is to start with the most important idea or detail and then write going towards the least important idea or detail last. You can also flip-flop that and start by explaining the least important idea or detail and then move toward the most important one. Let's look at a few ways that you could use the most to least important order. If you are a manager and you are writing a job advertisement to hire a new employee, you would list the skills and qualifications that you're looking for in your job ad, but you would list the most important skills or qualifications first. Reporters also use most to least important order when they write news stories. Because reporters assume that not every reader will have time to read the entire article, they always present the most important parts of the news story first and the least important parts at the end of the story. Most to least important order will also help you be more persuasive. If you start by describing the most important reason, your reader will be more likely to agree with you. Finally, using most to least important order can also be employed when you are writing a review. You would start with the most important reason that you gave the review of something being good or bad, and then move toward the least important. So now let's look at some reasons why you would use the opposite order of least to most important. One reason you might do this is to give bad news. If you start with the least important reason and then save the most important reason for last, you can give the bad news in a more gentle way. You also might choose to use least to most important if you're trying to avoid shocking your reader, or if you just want to emphasize the most important point. So how do you write using order of importance? Just like in any writing task, you want to start with pre-writing. And while you're generating those ideas, you need to decide which order you're using. Would it make more sense for you to use most important to make the most important point first, or to save the most important point for last? As you're pre-writing, you want to keep asking yourself, what is the most important thing? What is the next most important thing? And so on. It might also be helpful for you to pre-write each point separately so that you have a lot of details about each point before you begin drafting. When writing in the order of importance type of organization, you do need to use transitions. These are words or phrases that connect your ideas, sentences, or paragraphs to help your writing flow smoothly and to help guide your reader through your ideas. Here are some examples of transitions that can be used when writing with the order of importance. Most or least important, the next most important or the next least important, indeed or surely, most compelling, notably or chiefly, especially, specifically, most or least significant, and another key point is. So now that we've looked at how to write with order of importance, let's view an example of a paragraph written with order of importance. After looking at all the brochures and talking to several salesmen, I decided to purchase an SLR camera. That is our topic sentence. So the rest of this paragraph is going to be about the reasons this person is purchasing an SLR camera. For several years, I had been dissatisfied with the results I was getting from my point and shoot camera. The framing was imprecise and the focus was not always accurate. That is the first reason that this person chose an SLR camera. The paragraph continues. I had planned a vacation to an area that was promised many fabulous photo opportunities, and I wanted to capture each one with accuracy. This sentence is a detail about how the framing was imprecise and the focus was not always accurate. It's more details about the first reason to purchase the SLR camera. Then we have the nice transition, but the most important reason, which signals to us that now we're not getting more details about the first reason, we're getting the second reason for purchasing the camera. And according to the paragraph, the second reason is, but the most important reason I decided on the SLR camera was the great versatility it offered. So this paragraph gives us two reasons to purchase this type of camera, and we have the transition, the most important reason, to help guide us through the author's thought process when making this decision. Transitions can help guide your reader, and in the order of importance writing pattern, they can help your reader identify when you're moving from one reason or point or detail to another.